Have you ever wanted to start running Google Ads yourself? Well, I'm going to share with you my story on how I got started, and maybe it will inspire you. I'm also going to include some tips and resources on where you should go if you're looking to get started in managing Google Ads campaigns yourself. Now, when I was 18, I found out that I could get access to a website and a business where I could post inventory for tickets, for concerts, theater events, sporting event tickets, and I could sell these tickets on my website for a markup. And so that's what I did. I sold Super Bowl tickets, I sold Elton John tickets, Celine Dion tickets. It was really quite fun. And the way that I did that was I started advertising on AdWords at the time. And this is in October of 2004. And in December, I had grossed $20,000 in sales at 18. It was very exciting. I'm running ads and I'm doing my business, and my father at the time, this was in 2005, he was working for a software company startup called Goalcentrics, and they had someone managing their ads. It was like Yahoo ads at the time and their Google ads, and he had blown through $27,000 in one weekend, like when the offices were closed. And he essentially took off the budget limit. At that time, there was a budget limit. I believe it was on Yahoo. And he spent $27,000. And so my dad said, hey, you should talk to my daughter. She's running ads for her own company. And so I started consulting for them and working for them. That led to a referral for another business called Integrity Solutions. So with Integrity Systems at the time. And yeah, I just continued to consult for other companies, managing my own business. And eventually I sold my business in 2008, and I just kept running Google Ads. It was super interesting to me. I was completely self-taught. There was a few resources at the time. Perry Marshall had published his book that I got my hands on. I think it was $50 at the time to get his ebook. So then I started posting for freelance opportunities on elance.com, which is now Upwork. And I started learning by helping other businesses, and I just became more and more exposed. And then I started to help other agencies in Phoenix help with their clients to get better results on Google Ads. And I really attribute my success in Google Ads. Not only does it fit well with my personality, I'm a bit more analytical and things just make sense to me, but I was really self-taught. I had to figure things out myself, whether it was for my own money that I was spending or it was my own client. I was generating money from clients, so I had to make it work for them in order for them to continue paying me. And so I never was employed by an agency directly as an employee. I was doing in-house PPC for a lead generation company back in 2012 through 2015. But otherwise, I was always just doing Google Ads, and I had to make it work, or else I wouldn't get paid. And so I think that definitely contributed to my ability to figure out Google Ads and understand how it works. And it's changed so much over the years that you really have to stay on top of what's working today versus what was working 5 years ago. But because I have clients that I really value and we really work together in close partnership, and they rely on me to make sure that their campaigns work year in and year out, it really motivates me to stay on top of everything that's working. I also have an incredible team that is very insightful and also finds new ways of doing things and testing things to see what works better. That helps to propel results forward as well. But Google Ads, it's really fun because there's a creative aspect to it when you're working with ad messaging and landing pages, and then there's also the analytical side and then the AI component as well. So understanding machine learning and Google specifically and how they do things and what they like and what they don't like, and just that basic adage of garbage in, garbage out. So how do we get the best inputs that we can to get the best outputs? So that's super interesting and fun for me. And if that sounds like something that's interesting and fun for you too, then I would definitely encourage you to get involved and start learning Google Ads. If you can run campaigns for yourself, that's the best way to start, or maybe for a friend or a family member's business. Great way to get started. There's lots of training materials from Google and Skillshare, so you can get Google Ads certified. Now, getting certified through Google Ads is a great way to go because you're going to learn a lot of the necessary things that you need to know. And then in terms of strategy, it's not bad. It's a good foundation, so you can start there. And my advice would be to really pay attention to anything that's specific to the algorithms. So understanding how they work and some best practices revolving those algorithms. Now, Google does lean slightly towards large brand retailers. So if you keep that in mind, it's not going to give you the best advice for lead gen. That's something that you're going to have to learn on your own by working with other companies or doing ads for yourself. But the more you can start running actual Google ads, and taking training is a really good idea. Another really great place to learn are these PPC communities. One is Store Growers. I would recommend that. Also, Mike Rhodes has some training. I would recommend that. Mike Rhodes is a really great resource. And it's really just about getting your hands dirty and starting to run campaigns. And you really want to make sure that you have some skin in the game. So that's going to help you to learn faster, at least it did for me. And so that's how I got started running Google Ads. If you're interested, leave a note in the comments below if you have any questions on, how to get started or any advice that you need. I'd be happy to respond to you in the comments. And hopefully that was helpful for you. I also have this video that you can check out on how to do really well with Google Ads as far as generating results in the first 30 days. So I encourage you to check that out, and I hope to see you on the next video.